today to one of the present here, all the staff, respected staff, and the students of 10th standard. Me and my colleagues are going to represent a seminar based on finance. Myself, Hafiz Panchwani, I am going to start a seminar on the mutual funds. Me and my participants are here. Let me commence this presentation on mutual funds on the great statement given by a pro legender Warren Buffett. The quote goes this way: someone is sitting under the tree today because someone has planted a tree a long time ago. Now you will think why you are relating this statement on the basis of investments. You will be taking much more information about this quote after I am speaking this another quote. The quote is: if you are not willing to hold a stock for 10 years, don't dare to hold that stock even for 10 minutes. About this personality, who is Warren Buffett, I will be talking you a bit later. Now let me give you a brief or simple introduction to mutual fund. What is mutual fund? It is a topic of finance to which all the students of 10th standard are very late. Means they are common. They don't know about the finance now at this age. But don't worry, I will be conveying you very briefly. Suppose you here assume that there are 80 students here. Individual of you would not be able to buy a stock portfolio which worth 80,000, right? Individual of you can't buy that one stock portfolio. Now individual of you together removes 1,000, so we can get a sum of rupees 80,000, right? Now this sum of rupees 80,000 is to be given to a particular person who is a very professional. He has been in this field, in investment field a long time ago, and he has known the company's fundamentals very briefly, and he has and he is knowing it very deeply also. And you are giving this 80,000 rupees to that fund manager. That person is known as fund manager, for what I was talking about. Moreover, mutual fund is considered as one of the way or a field which can create enormous wealth for you. રૂપિયો ભેગો કરીને તમે પોતાની જાત માટે એન્ડ સમય પર વેલ્થ ક્રિએટ કરી શકો, not for yourself also but for your upcoming generation also. Now the perfect definition of mutual fund goes this way: a mutual fund is a kind of investment that uses money from investors. Those 80 students that were investors who gave rupees 1,000 individually to invest in stocks, bond, or other types of investment. A fund manager, I told you that he is a person who knows the company's fundamentals very clearly, and according to his willingness and his interest, he would be investing in those companies. A fund manager decides how to invest the money, and for this he is paid a fee which comes from the money in the fund. Mutual funds are usually open-ended. Open-ended means what? Now you are the persons that are new to this field. So right, any under 18 or over 18, whoever wants to invest, they can invest. Mutual funds are usually open-ended, meaning that new investors can join into the fund at any time. When this happens, new units, which are like shares, are given to the new investors. Now some businesses are there. In your sense, business would be like that. Production of a product and then selling out into the business or in the market, right? But it is not in this. But some business are there which are set up in such a way that uses money from investor, which collects money from the investor, and that money is invested directly into another companies. There are thousands of different kinds of mutual funds specializing in investing in different countries, different types of businesses, and different investment styles. There are even some funds that only invest in another funds only. Mutual fund a cycle process. Now you can relate my beginning statement that I told you about the example of 80 students. That 80 students were the investors which gathered the sum of rupees 80,000 and given to fund manager who chooses securities according to his willingness. Then he will buy the securities, and in a long run he will generate returns and pass on to those investors only. Warren Buffett. You will be shocked if I tell you that this person has bought his first stock at the age of 11. He was not yet a teenager and he has done these things. But this thing he has done, and he has done in such a way that his fundamentals and all these were clear. Because his second investment in real estate means જમીનદારીનો ધંધો એ 14th એજમાં ચાલુ કરી દીધેલું. એટલે he was a teenager, bit younger than you. He has started investing in real estate. Moreover, I'm not here to convey about his personal life or educational life, but I'm here to explain you that at the age of 11, he started building his career in finance and has created abnormal wealth for himself also, but for upcoming his more future generations. Now you would be thinking, at that time he was born in 1930. At that time, who conveyed this information to him? Who conveyed this investing process? At present, many of the investors makes him guru. They think that he is the guru, but at that time, from whom he had taken the information? At that time, when he was studying in the University of Columbia, Benjamin Graham, who Warren Buffett tells him that in his interview he tells that Benjamin Graham was his guru and he has key information from Benjamin Graham. Now the further information about the MP would be given by Hit Patel.
Myself Patel here. I will be giving information about AMFI, Association of Mutual Funds in India. AMFI is a regulatory authority body of mutual fund sectors in India. It is a division of SEBI, Security and Exchange Board of India, Ministry of Finance and Government of India. It was formed on 1995. AMFI aims for the development of mutual fund sectors in India by improving the ethical and professional standards in India. AMFI was incorporated on 22nd August 1995. So it was legally registered on 1995, August 22nd. Most of the mutual funds formed in India are members of AMFI. There are 44 members of AMFI as on April 22nd. AMFI is managing assets of many companies which worth over 27 lakh crores. Now, early history. Mutual fund has a long and fascinating history which dates back to 18th century. In the year 1774, there was a Dutch merchant named Adrian van Katwijk who created a fund which allows investors to pool their money and allowed investors to invest their money in variety of assets. It was the first example of mutual fund. So he was the pioneer of the mutual fund. Now, in the year 1924, in US, there was the first modern mutual fund was established in US in 1924. It allowed investors to buy the share of professionally managed portfolios of securities. The idea caught on quickly, and by 1940 there were around more than 50 mutual funds. So the idea of mutual funds was spreading quickly. The Investment Company Act 1940 was passed on to the response of possible of frauds in mutual funds. So mutual funds is risky to invest but with calculative risk, you can invest and earn easy money. The legislation required mutual funds to be registered with SEC, which is Security and Exchange Commission, and provide investors in mutual funds with all the objective of mutual funds, risk of mutual funds, and fees of mutual funds. The further information will be given by Jalpati.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about what are the myths and facts about mutual funds. Let's know what are the myths about mutual funds. Mutual funds invest in stocks, government bonds, corporate bonds. Mutual funds are subject to very high risk and actively traded. Mutual funds are very new in the financial market. Mutual funds are reliable, but people rarely invest in that. But the good thing about mutual fund is that you don't have to pay attention to them. Let's know what are the facts about. Around 50% of mutual funds are globally accumulated by US. Equity instruments like shares are the part of a security held by mutual funds, and mutual funds also invest in debt securities which are relatively much safer. Debt security means fixed income security. Mutual funds are there in India since 1964. Between 1992 to 2013, mutual fund income was increased by 7 times, means $4 trillion to $29 billion. Mutual funds investor can begin with 100 rupees. The mutual fund is the best solution for the people who want to manage risk and to get good return. Mutual fund is an instrument to save tax also. A mutual fund is a pool of money managed by a professionally fund manager. Now the further detail will be given by my friend Kivan Choksi.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Here are some of the advantages of mutual fund. I will introduce a few of them. First, safety. Mutual funds are highly safe as they are having licenses similar to bank. One company cannot easily get away with your money. Second, systematic one-time investment. These schemes are having a fixed amount. In such schemes, we can invest our money yearly, periodically, monthly, or weekly. A fixed amount of money should be invested systematically so that we can suit your financial goals. Our financial goals can be suited with the help of such funds. We can accomplish or achieve our financial goals with the help of such schemes. For example, આપણે બધાને જ iPhone 14 Pro Max વાપરવો છે, પણ એની માટે આપણે બધાને જ ફંડ્સ જોઈએ. પણ એ ફંડ્સ માટે આપણે આવી બધી સ્કીમ્સમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરી શકીએ. Diversification. These schemes diversify or reduce our risk by investing in various sectors. Quick and painless process. The procedure of mutual funds is very slick and it is very simple. Expert management. These funds are managed by fundraiser or fundraising managers who invest our investments in such a portfolio which gives us a huge amount of income. Each coin is having two sides of it. Similarly, mutual funds is also having advantages as well as disadvantages. Cost to manage the mutual funds. The cost to manage the mutual funds is very high as expertise fee, accountant fees, tax, etc. are included in such. Dilution, also called share equity, is the percentage decrease in ownership of the owner of fund when new funds are issued. Lock-in periods. Lock-in periods are also called lock-up periods, is a period when the redemption is bounded for a maturity date. Structure of mutual funds. Mutual funds are divided into three categories: open-ended funds, closed-ended funds, and interval funds. Open-ended funds. As Hafiz told us, open-ended funds are easy for entry and exit for the investors. These funds are having These funds are having close-ended funds. The close-ended funds are not good for the investors who seek liquidity. These funds do not have a specific amount of shares or funds to be bought by the investors. Interval funds. These funds are a cross between close-ended funds and open-ended funds. A permit is needed for such transaction to do in such funds. Mutual funds based on investment goals. Growth funds, tax saving funds, pension funds, etc. are the funds for which we can invest for our future goals. The further information will be given by Hafiz Panjwan.
Now, in India, there are ample number of mutual fund companies which provide you a number of schemes which they are managed by them only. Here is one example which I will explain you in detail about Axis Mutual Fund. The key information about the Axis Mutual Fund. Here there are there will be many level of management who will be managing this mutual fund. Its setup date was 4th September 2009 and its incorporation date was 13 Jan 2009. Its top CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Axis Mutual Fund is Mr. Nigam. Its CIO is Mr. Gopani and Compliance Officer is Mr. Kapadia. Axis Mutual Fund manages the assets worth 2,43,420 crores. Schemes. Now, what are the schemes? Means that 80 investor would be investing in particular only one field. Axis Bank provides you around 60 to 65 schemes, which creates you opportunity for creating the wealth in long run. Here are some of the schemes. Axis Equity Hybrid Fund, which is a growth fund. Axis Triple Advantage Fund, which is also a growth fund. And Axis Flexi Cap Fund, which is also a growth fund. Axis Liquid Fund, which is also a growth fund. I will be explaining you now three schemes in detail. Scheme names and scheme managed. Scheme name is Axis Blue Chip Fund Growth. Its CRISIL rank is 5. This category is blue chip fund. Now, what do you mean by blue chip? Companies have a blue chip fund. It means તમે આ લોકો ઉપર આંખ બંધ કરીને વિશ્વાસ કરી શકો છો. In these companies or in this scheme, you can invest money very reliably. And its 3-year return is 10.74 percentage. And AUM, what is mean by AUM? AUM means asset under management, means around 36,890 crore rupees are managed under this scheme, Axis Blue Chip Fund. Another scheme is Axis Blue Chip Fund. It is a direct plan growth. Its CRISIL rank is 5 and its risk is very high and 3-year return is 12.4 percentage and total asset managed under this scheme is 36,890 crores. Axis Long Term Equity Fund. It is a direct plan growth. Its CRISIL rank is 5 and risk is very high. 3-year return is 10.50 percentage and asset under management is 31,583. Now, top 10 stocks invested portfolio by the Axis Mutual Fund. Now, this Axis Mutual Fund would be collecting money or capital from you investors and investing in some another companies which can create returns to them, Axis Mutual Fund, and Axis Mutual Fund will give you directly the returns. Now, the stocks invested in, these are some registered companies in the stock market. ICICI Bank Limited, which is a banking sector, and its holding, and the Axis Bank holds about 10.50% share capital of ICICI Bank. Another is Infosys Limited, which is a technical field, and the Axis Mutual Fund holds about 7.16% of Infosys Limited. Then many other schemes are there, like L&T, Larsen and Toubro, then Nestle India Limited and Torrent Power Limited. Now, if you observe this precisely, you will be thinking that all these companies are of different sectors. Like ICICI is a banking sector, Infosys is a technical sector, then Torrent Power Limited is a power generation sector. Now, what it shows you and what it conveys that in economy there are financial crises, right? If suppose banking sector is degrading, if it is not able to grow in the economy, then another sectors is are there like technical sectors is are there, power generation sectors are there who can compensate your money and it will help you that your money would not be degraded and the return would be satisfying, that you would be satisfied by your returns. Now the topic of NAV would be conveyed by Sri Patel.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Shrey Kalpesh Patel, and today I am going to talk about NAV. Before understanding the concept of NAV, we have to understand the basic concepts of accounts, that are assets and liabilities, the basic two terminology that the accounts works on. The asset means મિલકત. આપણે કઈ પણ વસ્તુ બાય કરીએ જેનાથી આપણી હ્યુમન વોન્ટ સેટિસ્ફાઈ થાય તેને આપણે અસેટ કહીએ. હવે બાય કર્યું તો એના માટે આપણે પે ઓફ કરવાનું થાય. તો જે આપણે અમાઉન્ટ પે કરવાની છે તે આપણી લાયબિલિટી છે કે આજે નહીં તો કાલે પણ એ અમાઉન્ટ તો પે કરવાની થવાની ને થવાની. એના પરથી નેટ એસેટ વેલ્યુ તમને બરાબર સમજાશે. નેટ એસેટ વેલ્યુ ઇઝ ધ નેટ વેલ્યુ ઓફ ધ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ ફંડ assets less by its liability divided by total number of outstanding shares. આઉટસ્ટેન્ડિંગ નો સીધો મતલબ એવો નીકળે કે કંઈ પણ બાકી રહ્યું છે આપણું. એના પરથી એવું ફોર્મ્યુલા છે assets minus liabilities એટલે net assets divided by total number of outstanding shares. Most commonly used in the context of mutual funds and ETF. What is ETF? ETF is exchange traded funds. The beginners of the mutual funds can invest in the ETF, exchange traded funds, in that the risk is low and the return is low. Because in high risk, the return is high. As we know that risk है तो इश्क है. जो risk लेशो तो તમને કંઈક પણ અગાડી મળવાનું છે. NAV is the price at which the shares of the funds registered with the Security and Exchange Board of India are traded. This is the NAV formula that I talk about. Assets less minus liabilities. Assets minus liabilities upon total number of outstanding shares. So, how NAV is playing important role in the mutual funds. Net asset value is the per unit price of the the total market value of the fund's portfolio. Portfolio means the stocks which we have already seen, Infosys, Larsen & Toubro, and many other. Portfolio means a collection of something that we are habituated of collecting something, that our hobby that we call as portfolio. It is the price at which investor buys the unit and sells the unit of the fund at the time of redemption. Redemption मतलब એવો એક ટાઈમ જ્યારે આપણે કઈ પણ વસ્તુ આપણી ક્લેમ કરી શકીએ. હવે મોસ્ટ ઓફ બોયઝ અને થોડી ઘણી ગર્લ્સને પણ ખબર હશે કે PUBG, Free Fire એ વસ્તુમાં આપણે ગેમ્સ રમીએ તો તેમાં કંઈક ને કંઈક વસ્તુ આપણે રિડીમ કરતા હોય. તે રિડીમ વસ્તુ અત્યારે તો કોમન થઈ ગયો લોકડાઉન પછી, કારણ કે મોસ્ટ ઓફ આપણે ગેમ્સમાં એમાં વધારે ઇન્વોલ્વ રહીએ એટલે. For mutual fund, NAV is to be calculated only on a daily basis at the end of the each trading day. But the trading day na end માં NAV calculated થઈ જવું જોઈએ. આ mutual funds નો એક રૂલ છે. As per the standing guidelines of the SEBI, which is Security and Exchange Board of India, the AMCs. Asset Managing Company. Asset Managing Company એક એવી કંપની આવે જેનો ઓબ્જેક્ટિવ એવો આવે કે જે પણ NAV માં રોકાણ કરે, પોતાના પૈસા ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે, એને કોઈ પણ કંપની છેતરપિંડી ના કરે અને તે લોકોને બરાબર પ્રોપર અમાઉન્ટનું રિટર્ન આપે. એનું ધ્યાન AMCs રાખે. Need to update the daily NAV of the scheme by 11 PM and the MP's website and on their official website. The disclosure of the NAV in case of FOF scheme. FOF schemes means funds of fund scheme. If the investor can invest in multiple funds, is made on the next business day at 10 AM. 10 AM એટલે સવારે અને PM એટલે રાત્રે જે આપણે બોલતા હોય. What are the trading timelines for NAV? હવે એ તો ખબર પડી ગઈ કે NAV શું છે, કે ઓછું રિસ્કમાં આપણને જેટલું રિટર્ન જોઈએ, જેટલા યુનિટ્સ બાય કરીએ તેના ઉપર આપણને રિટર્ન ને એ મળે. ઓછા પ્રાઇસના યુનિટમાં બાય કરો તો ઓછું રિટર્ન, હાઈ પ્રાઇસ પર યુનિટમાં બાય કરો તો હાઈ રિટર્ન. So the timelines of the NAV are all the buying and selling unit of the mutual funds are processed on the base of the cutoff time of the NAV. The cutoff time of the NAV is 1:30 p.m. If regulator place an order of buying and selling before 1:30 p.m., it is to be executed before on the same business day. 1:30 વાગ્યાના પહેલા કોઈ પણ ઓર્ડર પ્લેસ કરો કે પરચેસ કર્યું કે સેલ કર્યું, તે જ દિવસે એ લોકો એક્ઝિક્યુટ કરી દેશે. And any order which is placed after 1:30 p.m. will be executed on the next business day. એ બીજા દિવસે એ લોકો ટ્રાન્સફર કરી દેવામાં આવશે. ટાટા ડિજિટલ ફંડ્સ NAV. આપણે બધા ટાટા તો મોસ્ટ કોમનલી બધાએ સાંભળ્યું હશે, કારણ કે પેપર, ટીવી એ બધામાં આપણે ટાટાને જોતા હોય અને મોસ્ટ રિલાયબલ કંપની છે એવું આપણે કહી શકીએ. The current NAV of the Tata Digital Fund is 35.22 rupees. Its fund size is 6,781 crores. Expense ratio. So what is expense ratio? કોઈ પણ આપણને સર્વિસ કોઈ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે તેના માટે એને પણ ખર્ચા તો લાગે, ભલે ઇન્ટરનેટ ના હોય, કમ્યુનિકેશન્સ ના હોય કે કંઈક ના પણ તેના ઉપર એ લોકોને પણ એક્સપેન્સ થોડો ઘણો તો થાય ને. એ લોકોના પર્સન્ટેજ જ્યારે ગણવામાં આવે ને ત્યારે 0.31% રેગ્યુલર પ્લાન અને ડાયરેક્ટ પ્લાન પર 0.27% નું થયું. એક્ઝિટ લોડ. હવે આપણે આ સેમિનાર સાંભળ્યો ને બાય ચાન્સ કોઈની ઈચ્છા થઈ ગઈ કે આપણે ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરીએ, તો કરી દીધા આપણે ઇન્વેસ્ટ થોડા ઘણા પૈસા, અને પછી એવું થાય કે ખોટા ઇન્વેસ્ટ કર્યા હતા અને વિથડ્રો કરો પાછા. તો વિથડ્રો કરો તો એ લોકો એટલા તો ફ્રી નહીં હોય કે તમે ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરો અને તરત તમને પાછા રિફંડ આપી દે. 30 ડેઝના અંદર તમે રિફંડ કરાવો તો 0.25% નું તમારે એ લોકોને પે કરવો પડે એક્ઝિટ લોડ. Minimum investment required is ₹5,000 and additional minimum investment is ₹1,000. You can also invest in NAV in the form of SIP, which is of ₹150. Graph of Tata Mutual Funds. A graph છે કે in which type they invested their funds. And 93.32% in equity and others 6.68%. Others it include debt, gold. બધી નેશનલાઇઝ બેંકે અમુક ટન ગોલ્ડ સેવ રાખવું પડે એ લોકોના રિઝર્વ તરીકે. ને એઝ વી આર લિવિંગ ઇન ઇન્ડિયા, ઇટ ઇઝ અ ટ્રેડિશન ટુ ગીવ અ ગર્લ, કોઈ પણ છોકરીને આપણે ઘરેથી જે લગ્ન કરતી વખતે ગોલ્ડ ભરીને જ આપીએ છીએ, કારણ કે પેરેન્ટ્સને પણ પહેલેથી જ ખબર છે કે ગોલ્ડ એક અગાડી ટાઈમમાં બહુ મોટું એક અસેટ છે જે જ્યારે પણ તકલીફ થશે ત્યારે કામ લાગશે. Graph of Tata Mutual Funds. Sector-wise allocation. They have mostly allowed the funds in technology 75.36%. કેમ ટેકનોલોજીમાં આટલું બધું ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ? બધા કોઈકને પેપર વાંચ્યું હોય કે કોઈ હેડલાઇન વાંચી હોય તો એમાં વચ્ચે આવેલું કે 10 years પછી અત્યારે પણ આઈટી સેક્ટરની વેલ્યુ ઘણી બધી છે, એટલે આઈટી સેક્ટર હવે બૂમ પીરિયડમાં જવાનું છે. તેથી આપણે ઇન્ફોસિસ, સુધા મૂર્તિ અને એમનું નામ સાંભળ્યું હોય તો ઇન્ફોસિસ છે, ટાટા એલેક્સી છે, પછી TCS છે, ટાટા કન્સલ્ટન્સી ફર્મ, એ બધામાં ટાટા પોતાના ફર્મમાં વધારે ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે અને આઈટી સેક્ટર્સમાં વધારે એ લોકોનું ગ્રોથ દેખાય કે જ્યાંથી પણ એ લોકો ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે ત્યાં એ લોકોને પ્રોપર અમાઉન્ટનું રિટર્ન મળે. માર્કેટ કેપ અલોકેશન, એઝ યુ સી ઓન ધ જાયન્ટ કેપ, large cap, mid cap, small cap and tiny cap. Thank you.